So this all started because of a paywall. Derpy and Susie is a guest cookie that costs $12. Free-to-play players like me weren't even given a slim chance at getting them. However, I wasn't actually that upset, cause I had a trick up my sleeve this whole time. I unlocked Derpy and Susie for $0. Not only did I unlock them, but I also made them playable. This is how I got my revenge. But there's a lot more that we need to showcase. First, let's talk about guest cookies. They're purely cosmetic and unplayable. They just sit around in your kingdom and do nothing. Some guests are easy to get and some are impossible. If we look at my guest tab, I haven't unlocked Derpy for obvious reasons. But if we head over to the production dashboard, I have him. My $0 Derpy does the same thing as the $12 ones. Mine's able to sit around in the kingdom like a decker. However, mine can also do a lot more. For example, mitosis. In addition, my Derpy is playable. Let's try the mountain battle, stage 1-1, and see what happens. Alright, let's break down what happened. Derpy was able to kill all the enemies without crashing the game. Their skill was able to be activated too. There was a running animation, standing animation, but no attack animation and skill effects. Why is that? Well, it all comes down to the game map itself. Derpy doesn't have any existing skill effects in the game's code, so it's impossible to show them in battle. Basically, only what's buried in the code can be brought to the surface. Let's do another battle. 11-1 challenge mode on the highest difficulty, 60 points out of 60. This is the hardest type of PvE you can do in BCs. Instead of being a defense cookie, Derpy is now gonna be a support. The reason for being a support is cause I made him steal Marshmallow Bunny's class, skill, and immortality. The most meta team for challenge mode is Eternal Sugar, Dark Enchantress, Cream Frit, Marshmallow Bunny, and Sugar Swan. So if Derpy steals Bunny's skill, then they fit perfectly into the team. Let's see what happens now. Alright, let's try a different game mode now, the Kingdom Arena. Will Derpy still work? Or will my game crash? So I tossed a bunch of random cookies together. On the right side is a bunch of crap. And on the left side is also a bunch of crap. But we got Derpy and Susie. They're back to being a defense cookie. Let's see what happens when it comes to PvP. Now it's time to showcase the other collab guest cookies. Wait, I don't have most of them, dang it. I only got Abby from the Saja Boy gacha. The gacha is extremely hated cause there's only a 0.2% chance to get one of the 5 Saja Boys. I got Abby from the 50 Pole Pity, and never got any outside of that. Just kidding. I can use any of them I want, just like Derpy and Susie. Today, we're gonna showcase my playable Jinyu. Let's do an arena battle that I've always wanted to see. Jinyu versus the 3 hunters. Will he be able to beat a 1v3 with his bare fists? Or is bringing absolutely nothing to a sword fight a bad idea? Oh come on, you gotta be kidding me. The game couldn't handle it and glitched out. Jinyu isn't able to attack. I guess we gotta accept defeat. Wait a second. Do you see that? He dealt damage! Oh yes, he's attacking now, come on. Jinyu wins by standing still. There we have it, an easy win. Alright, so we got an illegal Derpy and an illegal Jinyu. What if we used them at the same time? Let's head into 13-1 challenge mode, 60 out of 60 points. The team we're gonna use has both Derpy and Jinyu in it. This time, I made Jinyu steal Marshmallow Bunny's kit, while Derpy stole Cream Fred's kit. Let's hope the game doesn't crash, cause the more illegal cookies you use, the worse it gets. So here we go. Wait, what? Derpy's skill isn't working? Probably cause they died. It looks like the game's breaking. Let's continue. What's going on now? Looks like, the camera's kinda broken. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the game's been pushed to its absolute limits, and I don't think we can do any more than this. Okay, so you may be wondering, what the heck is actually going on? How am I able to play with any guest cookie I want? Well, it all comes down to the game's files. First, you take an already playable cookie, for example, Strawberry. Then you swap Strawberry's files with Derpy's. Now you got a Derpy that uses Strawberry's battle skills. The nice thing about this is that you can swap any cookie you want. Like, you can do Marshmallow Bunny instead of Strawberry. Here's a better visual example, the cookie chat. Here's what Strawberry's looks like. Derpy's gigantic for some reason. Here's a Gingerbrave group chat, but somehow a Derpy slid into it. Who let bro on the team? As for the mitosis, well, you just give multiple cookies Derpy's file at the same time. I post a lot of illegal cookie videos in my YouTube shorts. Like, comment, subscribe to see more, alright?